I guess I'll go first. Actually, none of you are expected to say anything. I mean, really, what is there to say? I've never done anything like this before. Fact is, I've never lost one of my team. I took pride in that. Not anymore. Corporal Soto was a good man. He kept us focused, and he kept us safe. Always a step ahead. I don't know why him. Why him and not me or you? I don't have any answers. I'll leave those to a higher being. For your service and for your sacrifice, Luis Manuel Soto, San Diego, California, age 23. May you rest in peace.
I'd just like to say that Soto was my buddy. He called me hotshot. Little things like that. We only knew each other for a few months, but, he was someone I could talk to. We'd be friends back home, I'm sure. I'll miss him a lot.
This is tough stuff. I'd like you to think for a moment. When you're deployed, if you lose someone in combat like Soto, what do you think might mess with your head the most? You need to remember that war is hell and that the hells of war don't just happen to your comrade. We fight together and we heal together as well.
Soto was good people. I wish I could have saved him. No way he deserved to die. I'm sorry. That's all I have. That's all I've got.
I've never been to a funeral or a memorial or whatever this is called. I don't know what to say or what to do. Hell, I'm only 19. I just wish I could have said goodbye.
Bakovic, I think everything's been said. You don't have to say anything.
Look where we're standing. Look what we're doing. Really, guys. Just look. This is no video game. This is real. Any of us could be next. I didn't sign up to get blown away.
Come on,
I don't want to end up like...
We're here to honor the memory of Corporal Soto, to praise him for his sacrifice, to say goodbye to our brother, to send him home with love and respect, to salute him.
The fight for freedom always comes at a cost. Warriors die. And those that survive are left to make sense of the brutality. When a comrade is killed in action, each of us suffers an emotional blow beyond description. It's like you got sucker punched in the gut. It hurts everywhere. And you keep hoping it will go away. It won't. But there are steps you can take to recognize the pain and take care of yourself. A great deal of research has been done to learn the best ways to manage the devastation felt when a comrade is killed. Untreated, those feelings can lead to paralyzing depression. I'm going to teach you how to gain control of your emotions so you can move past the trauma, focus on your mission, and not suffer from long-term stress. There's a lot to be learned from the experience of others. Let's start with Johnson and Bell and see how they're dealing with the tragic death of Soto.
What's going on with you, Bell?
Nothing.
You hurting?
I feel fine.
Then what's with the silent treatment?
Look, you live, you die. Soto's time was up.
You're a cold son of a bitch.
Just keeping it real, man. Otherwise you can make yourself crazy with this business.
You dick! Soto's dead. Some chaplain's probably knocking on his mama's door right now. His wife will get a folded flag at a funeral. Someday his kid's gonna get his daddy's dog tags as a birthday present. That's what's real.
Chill out, bro. Getting all amped ain't doing any good. You just gotta live with it.
We were there, asshole. I didn't see you take out that gutless sniper. Yeah, live with that.
Dude's crazy.
One of the classic responses to death is anger. It can be one of the first and most intense. Johnson is pissed off for so many reasons. He blames himself, he blames others, he's struggling for control. He feels scared, and he knows that Soto's death could have been his own. In fact, he feels guilty it wasn't. Johnson's feelings are natural and common. Anger has its place if expressed in a safe environment, in a safe way. But anger won't bring you peace of mind and will only prolong the healing process. Let me show you some ways to deal with your grief that will help the process, neutralize the anger, and stop the hurting. Work out to the point of exhaustion. Increasing your heart rate releases brain chemicals that will help you relax and feel happier. Listen to your playlist, or get lost in a video game or on Facebook. Focus on doing things that make you feel good. Visualize something that makes you happy. Close your eyes and picture a place that makes you feel relaxed, or think of a past experience that made you really happy. Do the 4-1-5 breathing exercise. I promise you, if you don't hold the anger in but breathe it out in small cleansing doses, it will soon disappear like air out of a balloon. It was easy to see that Johnson was angry, but what about Corporal Bell? He acted like Soto's death didn't have any impact on him. We know it did, but Bell was in denial. Denial is a defense mechanism used to avoid facing the facts. Many warriors fall prey to denial. Remember this exchange?
You hurting?
I feel fine.
I feel fine. That's denial. He's just as affected by the death of Soto as everyone else, but he doesn't allow himself to feel the pain. To heal, he needs to accept, not deny or ignore what happened. What happened sucked, but it happened and it isn't going away. Once you accept it happened, you can start your emotional recovery. But how do you accept something you are denying? First, you need to talk. Find someone you trust and talk about what happened. Talk about your feelings. Just talk. Talking will help you accept the reality of your loss. It will help you accept your deep feelings of sorrow or anger or confusion. Some warriors prefer to write their thoughts in their journals or in letters home, while others talk to friends and family members about what happened and how they're feeling about it. And of course, it always helps to find a private place to sit and think or to commune with your God. Anger and denial, two powerful responses. Let's see how Crowley and McHugh are processing their grief.
When my grandpa passed, he was old and sick. But with Soto, it was so different. He was like our age, Crowley.
I know, it's unreal.
And he didn't just die. He was murdered, man. Right there on some filthy road.
I had my issues with Soto, but I'd do anything for him.
Yeah, he was one hell of a guy. I'm gonna get wasted tonight.
You can't drink this kind of pain away.
I can try.
Except when you sober up, it will still be there.
A few beers? Come on, you and me. What do you say?
You're not hearing me. You can't run from this stuff, man.
Do you remember his face, Sergeant? And his screams? Flesh and blood everywhere.
This is about him, not you.
But I can't get that memory out of my mind.
That's not what Soto would want.
What do you mean?
Now's the time to remember Soto for the man he was, not for how he died.
But when will my head stop playing that scene over and over again?
In time. Remember, time heals. But during this time, McHugh, let's keep that one hell of a guy alive with our best memories of him.
Damn.
What?
I don't know. Just talking about this stuff.
Helps?
Yeah, I mean it's good. It's all good. Do you think we could
Anytime, Corporal. Anytime.
The single most important factor in healing from loss is having the support of other people. Even if you aren't normally comfortable talking about your feelings, it's important to do so when you're grieving. Sharing your loss makes the burden of sorrow easier to carry. It's not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength. Wherever the help comes from, accept it. Don't mourn alone. Connecting to others is the key to pushing through the pain. Remember, all of this is normal, but when I say normal, I don't mean easy. You will feel emotions you've never felt before. You might be pissed at everyone, or you might feel so depressed you can't drag your ass out of bed. Take Bakovic, for example. I'm afraid he's having the toughest time of all coping with Soto's death.
You should know I didn't want to come here.
I'm glad you did.
I've never been to a shrink before.
Think of me more as a stress counselor.
Whatever. Hell, my old man would laugh at me if he found out I was here. We don't have these kinds of problems.
Well, these aren't common problems. These are extraordinary problems, and I'm here to help you find solutions. To help you help yourself.
Still.
There's no shame in talking to someone. Keeping this kind of thing bottled up could be really dangerous to your health. So why don't you just start by telling me how you've been lately?
It's been 5 weeks. I haven't slept more than 2 hours a night. Food makes me sick to my stomach. I'm numb, is what I am.
You're feeling numb, and it's affecting your appetite, and you're having trouble sleeping. Do I have that right?
And the nightmares. The nightmares won't quit. My own screams wake me. How insane is that? I don't know what to do.
I think you're taking more positive steps than you give yourself credit for. You're here, right? Just like if you had broken a bone, you'd go to the infirmary to have it fixed. Losing Soto injured you in a different way, but it's every bit as real as if you had broken a bone. You realized you were hurt and you came to see me, and together we'll fix it, and you'll be stronger for it. So tell me, what's going on?
I don't know how to explain it. The sort of things I've been through. Lived through. I watched a man die alone in the street. Nobody helping. Things I've witnessed. Things I've seen. And there was this kid. Same age as my little brother. Then Corporal Soto. He was a hardcore warrior. I looked up to him. He bled out in my lap. It's everything. It's just hard, Doc. Real hard.
It's okay not to feel okay. And it's also okay to let it out.
I'm sorry.
If you didn't cry at the death of a friend, when would you?
Why aren't the other guys?
People are dealing with this in their own way. But at the same time, everybody, and I mean everybody, is going through the same sadness.
When does it stop?
Grief is a process, a journey. You've taken a major step by volunteering to come here, by talking to me, by letting out your feelings. And there's no quick fix. It's going to take some effort, some time, maybe even some medication. You'll never forget your loss, but as days go by, the dark clouds will lift, and you'll move forward.
Research has found that all of us react to death and loss in the same way. At some point, if only briefly, we experience one or more stages of the grieving process: anger, denial, acceptance, depression. Some of us will go through these stages fast, but sometimes a person can get stuck in one. I've shown you examples of ways to gain control of your emotions to help you cope with grief, sadness, depression. First and foremost, remember to talk. Connect with your fellow warriors. We are here for each other. That's what we train for. That's what we stand for. This will defend. This concludes your 6 lessons in resilience training. I hope you have found these episodes useful. They were designed by experts to prepare you for and protect you against the emotional challenges of war. You may want to review this material often. Being exposed to the horrors of combat can be psychologically traumatic. We in the military do our best to make you mentally fit to go into battle, to be one of our country's true heroes, and to return home physically and emotionally intact. And as always, we commend you for your commitment to serving our country and defending the freedoms we Americans so dearly cherish. As you were, soldier,